Hello everyone, welcome to Routes Repairs. Today I got a good one for you. You guessed it. Putting in an upper ball joint on the Mustang. I already got it out, obviously. That was the old one. Had just a little upper play. I just grabbed the tire down here and I lifted up on it and it had some play, so got to get rid of it. If you don't know how to take out a ball joint, there's a lot of videos out there, but I'm going to give you a quick overview on what I used to get it out. First thing, obviously I jacked it up, took the tire off. Then I took the cotter pin out of this nut, and I took the nut off, which is going to be on the bottom side here. Then I obviously jacked it up, and I put a 4x4 in between here with the spring and the upper control arm to position this so it doesn't move. Otherwise it would be down too far. It'd be too hard to put the ball joint in, because this here is gonna go right in, piece of cake. Be careful with your brake lines. Yeah, you don't want too much pressure on there. So yeah, be careful with the brake line. It looks like it's okay. This is what I used to get it out. I chiseled the top right here and right here, and on the inside one I couldn't get the chisel in there, so I used my router. I routed off the top of the rivet, and then I drove the rivet hole down with this punch tool here on all three of them. And it looks like this when it was all done and said. So I didn't do any damage to the upper control arm. I actually used the router on these ones too, just a little bit, and then they just chiseled right off real easy. So I covered it with paint. As you can see, I got a little bare metal right there that I got to fix. So now I just wanted to show you how I'm going to put this ball joint back in. Getting it out took about half hour. Getting it in, I see guys struggle with it. I've done quite a few of them. They got a pry down on here with the pry bar, and they got about 6 guys and blah blah blah. I'm going to kind of give you an idea how I do it real quick. Tune in 2 secs. Okay, I just had to set something up quick. It's okay, I'm going to show you how I put them in the easy way. I see guys put them in here first, bolt it up in there, and then they got to pry down and dick around and try to get it over this threaded area, and then hope and pray you don't ruin the threads. I like to just throw it in here like that, put the nut on it so it doesn't fall off. All you got to do is just get the nut on a little bit. You got your bolts right here ready to rock and roll. They can go upwards or they can come downwards. Either way, it's your preference. I mean, the studs are actually pretty long here, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Let's just see how it looks. So anyway, I'm not going to put the zerd in yet. I just got this in there sitting there. And I don't even think I need a pry bar. The 4x4 is holding up the upper control arm. I'm just gonna get it under there. Not gonna pinch my fingers. Kind of just get it kind of like that. You can move it around a little bit. Look in there for the holes. No big deal. I'm gonna actually that one quick, and just got a bolt. I got one bolt in. I'm just getting the bolts in. I'm not even worried about the nuts. Look at that. I already got 2 bolts in there. I'm just going to leave them go down because they're not going to be in the way. They look pretty long though for some odd reason. I don't want to have them coming up. That looks kind of stupid. So then it looks like I can get this one here too, I think. Yep, I got that one too. So I left a little play in the nut. I got them all in there already. I didn't even use a pry bar. So now I'm going to put the nuts on quick. They come with lock washers. They're 12 millimeter. You're going to need a 12 millimeter socket. Looks like 12 millimeter socket. Next time I do a ball joint, I'll make a video on how I get them out. Okay, I'm going to tighten up these two outer ones quick, because the inner one, as long as the inner one's in there, we're good. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and throw the bottom one in. Just looking for the lock washer. Actually, I can't put that screw in because the jack is in the way. Not the jack, but the... Get yourself another jack too. And then you can jack up your whole deal and get it up, and then you can tighten up your nut, you know, because you got to tighten up that nut. Yeah. Not a lot of room out here. Okay, I'm just taking this 4x4 out of here. Because then I can put this lower nut on quickly. Now that is easy. You don't gotta fight it. Works out super sweet. Torque them down good. Make sure they're tight. You don't gotta torque them too much, man. You'll end up breaking them. So I'm gonna double check this one. Yep, she's tight. Gonna throw this bottom nut in quick. Just trying to stay out of the way of the camera. Yeah, so I got pressure up. You're gonna want pressure up so the dealy bob doesn't turn. And this wrench is a 7/8. Yep, you got pressure up, and it ain't turning. So, but now it's getting pretty tight. So I want to make sure that the cotter pin hole lines up, and it will here if I turn it a little bit more. A little bit more. I loosened it and then I tightened it a little bit more. Come on. almost like, oh, there we go. So yeah, don't forget to put your cotter pin in. Put the cotter pin in, it's coming out the other side there, as you can see. And then, you know, just give it a little bend. Nothing big. It doesn't have to, I see guys wrap it all around and it looks all pretty and everything, but you really don't have to do that, you know, if you don't want to. Just as long as it ain't coming out. And I suppose bend it around a little bit just so you don't get poked, you know, your finger doesn't get poked. So I don't know if you guys can see that. That's all I did right there. That's not the end of the world. It doesn't have to look too pretty. It looks kind of gay. So now I'm going to throw in the grease zerk. Not a big deal, it's right here. Don't forget to put grease in it. They're kind of touchy, these little guys. I like to just get it started and gently. It's like they don't screw in very good. So you just kind of get it started, the grease zerk. And then it's almost like you gotta, like, you know, work it back and forth. This is an 8mm, so you get it started, just kind of a little bit, back it off a little bit more, just to make sure it's going in, because you don't want to strip it, you know. Okay, grease zerk is in. Yeah, grease zerks are always, it's not like it's like they thread it, but they don't try it. That's always a pain in the butt. If you strip it, ooh, not good. So, grease zerk's in, cotter pin is in, got the bolts in, easy peasy. At Rob's Repairs, I try to teach everything I know. If I can make your life a little bit easier, I'm gonna make a video on it. Sorry I didn't make one to take it out. If you want me to, leave a comment, and my next ball joint, I will definitely make a video. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It's gonna help me grow. Totally appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a good day. Share, subscribe, and comment. Help me grow my channel. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day, like I already said, and catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.